Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Today we're back with an opinion video, and this time it's about Instagram and the film photography alternatives to Instagram that we've been seeing in the late couple months. First of all, this opinion video is basically sponsored by you guys, either be Patreons or PayPal donations. I'll leave the links to those below if you want to feel like helping the channel continue doing this kind of stuff. So, Instagram is an app that it was meant to be for sharing photography. As photographers, film photographers, myself, and the rest of the people that usually watch this channel, we really enjoyed uploading pictures, finding people with similar likings, that like by hashtags. So you would have hashtag Mamiya7 or hashtag HP5 or hashtag whatever film or stock or camera you were using, and finding people that were similar to you that had different work around the world, creating networks and so on. The thing is, Instagram knew very well how to play us with that and followers. So it started feeding into our dopamine of like the instant satisfaction of getting likes, of posting a picture, getting comments, engagement, messages, so on, so on. And this created us to drop other social media platforms that we're using for photography back then and only focus on Instagram, which would remove their competition and make us super addicted to Instagram. This was, for example, Tumblr, Flickr, and other places where we were sharing our work. But Instagram, knowing that it was not the only place and they couldn't just be one product, be the photography app sharing, they were looking at Snapchat and TikTok and other people and their growths, and started implementing videos, reels, stories, IGTV, things like that. And this has created that the photography community has lost engagement. And this is basically due to our own fault. Like, this is what I'm trying to say is Instagram is only the way it is because we've followed the trends they've given us. And yes, they have basically tailored us to go that way by giving us more likes and more engagement and more followers if we follow the guidelines they wanted. But we are the ones that have been following those guidelines. So for example, when it was only photography, you would post a picture and you would get engagement, and you would maybe get 10 to 15% of your followers to see the picture, to engage with it, to like it, to leave a comment, to send you a message. What did you do? What lab did you use? Stuff like that. And that was great. But the moment they released stories, suddenly stories was the new thing, and it was kind of cool because they disappeared. So you could post some more dumb things or like more private, quick things that you could share there, and they would disappear. They wouldn't be like on your, history. Like Instagram has become like the history book of photography you have and you like to share. And we followed that. And we started getting engagement through stories because through pictures we weren't getting it. So we followed Instagram, and from there we went to Reels. And nowadays it's Reels. You have to come out with your camera and show the pictures and like make a little music, and there's these audios, and it's just terrible experience. But we've followed that experience. So what I've decided to do, apart from opening accounts on Grainery and Newgrain, is try to use Instagram for what I liked it for. So I'm the first one that's guilty of going through reels and stories and videos and all these things on Instagram and not using the photography part of it. But I've decided that I'm not going to upload any more reels. I'm not going to upload any more, barely any stories. And I'm only going to focus on uploading photography, pictures. And that is all I'm going to do. And I'm going to try to take it as what I want to see, treat it like what I want to see. And the thing with Instagram that I don't see in the other apps, Grainery and Newgrain, is that we don't have the audience only that is film photographers. We have all the audiences on Instagram. You might find people that are painters, sculptors, musicians, photographers, but maybe not mainly photographers. And that's what I like about Instagram, is that the target that you can have there is global. It's pretty much spread all over the place. Instead, on the film, like the film apps, which I really think is a good thing to have, it's narrowed down to only film and film stocks and hashtags and what camera did you use and what lens did you use and what scanner did you use. And if you search, and that's really cool to see. But I kind of think photography, sometimes you just want to share a picture. You don't want to share any of the settings. You don't want to share the what film stock. I half the time don't remember what camera I use, what film stock I use. Is this Portra? Is this Ektar? Is this with a Mamiya 7 or a Plowbill 670? Like, I have a hard time remembering, and even more in black and white, like Trix HP5, pushed, pulled, developed with HC110, developed with, whatever it is. And I find that these film photography apps are really nice and they're tailored towards what we kind of miss on Instagram. But Instagram could be our niche again. We can do that. We can try only to upload pictures and not reels, and try to forget for a moment about that engagement, about trying to hit all those followers you have, trying to get all those likes you used to get. Don't compare it to what it used to be. Compare it as just like a place where you share things and start engaging with people that you enjoy photography too. When was the last time you left a comment? You asked a question, you did anything on Instagram that was not just hitting the heart? Like, let's just stop hitting the like button and try to engage and ask about what technique they're using, what camera they're using, where they are. If you want to meet for, a photo walk or something like that, let's make it to what it used to be. But let's start with our own work. And that's what I've been doing for the last couple weeks. I've been going back through my backlog of scans, and I usually very selective on uploading to Instagram because I had gotten super stale for uploading pictures, and I was just uploading like reels or pictures or stories from work. We're here at the camera store and camera rescue, and not doing anything else, and usually sharing pictures of my camera setup that I'm taking for a photo walk with my kids and whatnot. But I've decided that out of every roll that I use and I develop and I scan, if I do scan it, I will try to share 2 to 3 pictures that I really enjoy on Instagram. And I'm not even putting any hashtags because Instagram never works so great with hashtags. You can only use one. I hate that you can't search 2 hashtags. Imagine you want to search Leica M6 and Portra 400 and use those to see results. You can't do that. So I'm not going to use it as what I would want to use Grainery or New Grain. I want to use it to just to publish pictures and share with the people that I already follow me or I follow, and try to engage with them. And I kind of want to suggest, if this is possible to do, instead of making Instagram better again or Instagram again, like there's been a bunch of like people posting, it's like, why don't we start making Instagram what like we want to? Stop uploading reels, stop uploading stories, stop uploading videos, and start leaving comments, asking questions, actually following up with people's work, not just like click, double click, next, double click, next. Let's take more than 5 to 10 seconds on each picture from people that we enjoy. And you can still search through hashtags and maybe find new work from people using HP5 or Kodak Trix or whatever. But try to engage with more people. Try to follow people with work that you really, really respect and enjoy, and see how it goes. And at the same time, I think we should use these new apps. I think they're the future in a way of the film photography community. But there's also 2 apps, and that becomes kind of complicated. Do I put all my work on here? Do I put all my work on there? Do I stop posting on Instagram? I think we should try to keep Instagram like we want to use it, and then use these other apps in a way that we feel like it. I still haven't dabbled too much in the new apps, and I think they're really cool and really promising projects, but I still think Instagram has the world approach that I think we all have and can enjoy. So yeah, that's my opinion today, is Instagram is not really dead. We kind of killed it, and we can also kind of bring it back. And I know there's going to be a lot of noise around Instagram because I know not every community in Instagram, there's thousands of communities in Instagram that are not going to stop reels, they're not going to stop stories, they're not going to stop all this stuff. But we as photographers can maybe tailor, and Instagram's algorithm will be like, hey, these guys posting film pictures with film hashtags actually are using the app completely different, so let's maybe not tailor all this stuff to them. And I highly recommend also hitting the whole don't recommend and like stuff like that. That's really interesting and sometimes helps. But yeah, Instagram's not the best place, but we maybe can help make it a little better. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'll leave the link below if you want to support the channel. See you in the next one, and leave a comment below. Let me know, well, how do you feel about all of this, and if this makes sense to you, because I think it could be a fun way to bring back Instagram a bit more towards we enjoyed. See you in the next one.